So we have Stephen A giving his expert advice on what happened in Minneapolis between the ICE agent and the shot heard around the world.
Sometime today, a 37-year-old woman by the name of Renee Nicole Good in Minneapolis, Minnesota, was shot and killed by an ICE agent. She was protesting. She was sitting in her car. According to reports, she was blocking the road. An ICE officer got in front of the vehicle. Another officer came up to the side of the vehicle, the driver's side, at which time she decided to drive off. And when she drove off, obviously the ICE agent was in front of her, so he had to move out the way, otherwise he would have gotten run over by her. Subsequently, he pulled out his gun and took her out. There's no other way to slice it. Now, be clear. I saw the video on numerous occasions. And seeing what transpired, from a lawful perspective, as it pertains to a law enforcement official, don't expect him to be prosecuted. He was completely justified. From a humanitarian perspective, however, why did you have to do that? If you could move out the way, that means you could have shot the tires. That means you could have got her a few feet away after you shot the tires. And if you were unsuccessful in doing that, you could have got her down the road.
Shooting a vehicle's tires is highly ineffective and extremely dangerous. In fact, it's actively discouraged by law enforcement agencies due to the significant risk of harm to the general population. The heck are you even talking about?
You didn't have to do that.
What
She
dog?
wasn't driving down the road coming at you 90 miles an hour. She was parked in the middle of the street.
Now, this particular ICE agent has already been taken for a ride in a previous incident. It's very easy to play Monday morning quarterback when we aren't the ones having to make these split second decisions of life and death. These ICE agents deal with high levels of hostility every single day. And we have Jacob Frey and Tim Walls encouraging the violence. However, when the violence comes back at them in the form of self defense, they cry and play victim. If this woman killed or even injured this ICE agent, the left would have been celebrating and calling for more.
And rather than get out the car, she wrongfully tried to drive off and wrongfully disregarded law enforcement official, which is exactly what ICE is. And as a result, lost her life because of it. At some point in time, this opening monologue is going to ask you.
These people have weaponized their feelings. Just 4 months ago, they were openly celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk, and now they want to go to war with ICE because a woman chose to act poorly, attempting to run over an ICE agent. You're asking me, wondering why I don't feel bad about a random woman choosing to do the wrong thing and having the consequences of her actions reaped within her final moments? This woman had children. Her priority should have been with her family. For every situation like this, we also have a Laken Riley who the left refuses to even acknowledge. I've got the article on NBC News, where the ICE officer who fatally shot the Minnesota woman was dragged by a car during a June immigration arrest. And this is NBC posting this article. Like, I don't think people understand the gravity of being dragged 150 feet. This is just another day at the office for ICE, and it's not going to get any better.